So you've done a lot of films dealing with family or brotherhood of sorts, like Three Kings, Four Brothers, and I guess in its own twisted way, Rockstar. Mm-hmm. So I'm kind of curious if the dynamic of this particular story appealed to you after having done all those other films.
Oh, for sure, for sure. I mean, you know, anytime you're getting into the family dynamic or, you know, those kind of friendships and bonds, it's something that appeals to me.
So, did you actually do any research into smuggling, into some of the stuff, into kind of the character that you have?
I didn't, and I obviously learned a lot about it during the course of the making of the movie, and then as we finished the movie, we started talking about doing this television show in the port of LA, and then I got to see the other side of it, because, you know, I'm just on the criminal side of it in the movie, but seeing all the different law enforcement agencies that try to prevent these things from happening and have to protect these ports and, you know, illegal stuff coming in and out of our country and other countries.
It seems like it's very easy to just kind of like go in and out.
You'd be surprised, yeah. I mean, the way they just have to randomly select things that they're going to search, you know, because there's so much stuff coming in and out. It's impossible to regulate it all.
So now your relationship, your on-screen relationship with Kate is interesting because you have to form this bond and you're not really together a lot of the movies. So how did you work on that?
You know what, we met in the rehearsal process, and you know, we both felt the same way about the material and about Balt and his enthusiasm and energy, and you know, she's pretty easy to you know, like, so.
And then so it wasn't too tricky?
No.
A lot of cell phone stuff,
yeah,
so.
Yeah, but you know, once you're in it, and I think I have a tendency to think about my own wife and my own kids in a situation like this. It's much easier to get to that place of whether it be anger, fear, emotion, whatever it is. It's just, you know, you think of something, God forbid, happening to my family, and I'm right there in the moment.
Right. So it seems like you and Baltasar have a really good chemistry together. Like you seem to work really well together.
Oh, he's the best.
And I mean, and obviously you're doing another film as well. Can you talk a little bit about that and kind of how this collaboration's grown?
Well, you know, first of all, I saw him in the first movie and I thought, what a wonderful actor. But then when we got a chance to meet and we were talking about making the movie, I thought, this guy, and I saw his other work as a director, I said, he should direct this movie. And then once we made this movie, it was like, why am I working with anybody else? There's no more efficient and focused filmmaker out there. You know, he really is a super talent. So I wanted to make a point to everybody about how great the experience was, and everybody got to see the movie, and they were all in agreement that he should direct Two Guns.
Yeah, he seems like he's a very physical director. Like he sort of rehearses everything himself. Did that inspire everybody to do all the crazy stuff that was going on here?
Yeah. The only thing is unfortunately for him, he's kind of clumsy. So when he's trying to show me and Giovanni how to do the fight and go down the stairs, he'll like whack his head on the cement or, you know, crash into the side of the container.
That might not give you a lot of confidence at that point.
Yeah, well, I know that I'm a little more limber on my feet, so.
So now, what was the hardest stunts for you to do on this particular film? Was it the van? The van sequence?
The van was a pain in the butt when we were doing the shootout stuff. But I don't remember the difficult stuff as much as I do the fun stuff, like beating up Giovanni or beating up Ben or beating up whoever else they put in front of me.
And did they enjoy being beaten up is the question.
Not so much.
Not so much.
Not so much.
So what did you learn about New Orleans and Panama City that you hadn't
that
learned
one's
before?
wilder than the other. But I love, especially, you know, I'm now working on my second movie in New Orleans, and the people down there are just so great. You know, you almost think that they're faking it because they're so nice, but they're so hardworking. They really have a vested interest in the projects that they're working on from a crew standpoint, and you know, we had some wonderful cast members that were locals, and so there's a lot of talent down there.